Do you want to know how to whip your hair? Then this is the right video for you. I'm going to show you 4 different hair whips and how to do them right. My name is Sandy, I'm a chair dance and yoga instructor, and I'm known for always including hair whips in my dance choreographies. I just love to use hair whips because it can bring such a flirty and sexy touch to your choreography. Before we start, it is very important that your neck area is warmed up. So I created a warm-up that you can do to perfectly prepare yourself for doing the hair whips. You will find it in the link up here. And if you have any neck problems, you shouldn't do this video. Be careful with yourself. If you're already noticing during the warm-up that you have problems in your neck area, then please don't try the hair whips. But if your neck area feels alright after the warm-up, then just come back to this video. Hair whip number 1 is the most common one, the head circle. And we're going to learn this seated. It's the best way to learn it. And it's very important you include your upper body in the movement, so you won't have neck pain after doing this. So you can imagine you picking something off the floor, and then you leaning forward, you rounding your back, bringing your shoulders to the front, then picking something from the left. Yeah, you don't have to go all the way down, but just try to go a little bit down with the straight back, then leaning forward, rounding, and then coming up from the other side. So you're really doing the movements with your shoulders. So when you're coming to the front, your shoulders go to the front and then your shoulders go back. Try a couple of times, also in the other direction. Perfect. And now you want to include your hair. So now you're going down, and when you're in the front, you're letting your hair down. And now you're trying to free your right ear. So now your hair is down. And now you throw your hair to the side so your right ear is free. One more time, going down and throwing it up. Other side, going down. And now this time try to free your left ear, throwing your hair to the side. Going down and throwing. And if you feel a little bit dizzy, don't worry, just take a little break. Don't try it too often because then you are likely to get dizzy if you're anything like me. And of course, you don't need a chair for this move. You can use it in any dance. And when you're doing this standing, it is very important that you activate your core, so you have the stability and you don't fall over, especially when you're doing this in heels. Then you're standing on one leg and the other leg is stretched out. You can bring your hands onto your thighs, and then you can just lean over, turn your head and come back up. So we go directly to number 2. It's very similar, it's actually the same, but this time we're taking the momentum to lean over the back. And this is a really nice thing to do when you're sitting backwards on your chair. Try to sit really in the center. And now you're doing the same thing like before, but this time after you take the momentum and you lean all the way back. And you can hold on to the back of your chair and try to arch your back a little bit so it looks nicer. So I'm going to show you over the front and then leaning all the way back. 5, 6, 7, 8, over the front and leaning back. And also here try to include your upper body. Number 3 is the coming up hair whip. You can, for example, be a little bit sideways, stretch one leg out, and then you go all the way down. Try to arch your back while you're going down. Then let your hair fall down, and then throw your head up very fast so your hair has the momentum to fly back. And then when you're coming up, your chin comes up first and the rest follows. So you're really going up with a straight back. One more time, going down and then coming up slowly. So you're throwing your head up fast and then you're going up slowly. And you can also touch your leg while you're coming up. This will make it look even more sexy. And of course you can do the same just with your foot on the chair. You're going all the way down, sticking your booty out a little bit to arch your back, going all the way down to your foot, and then throw your head up and coming up. Same with this move, of course, you can also do it standing. I think it looks very sexy sideways, and then you can lean all the way forward. Throw your head up and then slowly coming up with an arch back. Hair whip number 4 is the figure 8. It is a little bit more intermediate, but if you had no problems with the other 3 hair whips, then you can just try it. So for the figure 8, all you have to do is bringing your ear towards your shoulder, then looking slightly up, then bringing the other ear towards your shoulder. And you can also imagine bringing your chin down and to your shoulder. Just try out which one feels better for you. And then you try to go in an 8 motion. And you can also first, when you're trying this, bring your hands onto your head, because this will help you to use your whole upper body. And then you won't have so much neck pain. So bring your hands onto your head and then guide your head down to your shoulder into an 8 movement up and to the other side. And if we want to do this as in hair whip, we have to do the movement very fast, so our hair very flips. So just try it first slowly and then work your way up and go faster and faster with every move. And especially this one always makes me feel a little bit dizzy. Comment down below if you feel the same. But yeah, just don't do it too often. I think it's super cute when you're just using it in the end of your dance or in between and just do a couple of times, but just don't practice it too often, because if you're anything like me, it will make you feel super dizzy. And I think it always looks really cool from behind. So for example, if you're sitting sideways on your chair, your hair's back, and then you can bring your hands onto your thighs and then do the figure 8. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining. Don't forget to do a couple of stretches so you won't have any neck pain tomorrow. And if you have any neck pain, it's totally normal if you never tried this before. But trust me, if you do this more often, you won't have the neck pain as much. And if you want to practice a choreography with a lot of hair whips and use what you learned now, then just click in the link below and you can have a chat and tutorial for free. I hope to see you for that, and don't forget to like this video if it helped you in any way. I hope to see you for the next one. Lots of love, your Sandy.